FTWBroadcasting here for the win. We bring you hot Starcraft 2 action. My name is Awall, and joining me, as always, is my boy Danny, or Danny Boy. We are a proud partner with the UEN.com, and the map right now is the legendary Lost Temple. My pick is here in the top right-hand corner in this ESL GO4SC2 October Finals. mouzMana, gonna say mana because I'm American. And we're going to move down to the bottom of the map here at the 6 o'clock position. Danny's pick, Sjow. He's playing as the Red Terran, completely dominating so far, 2-0. I mean, Danny, you got to be happy at this point.
Oh, absolutely. I'm super stoked. Get out your brooms. He's going for the clean sweep. And as a side note, Danny Boy is not a proper thing to call me because there are no pipes calling me from any sort of Glen in any way. Joe, just to get that clear.
Oh, it's absolutely clear, and that's why I said it. And a couple of our fans are calling you Danny Boy, and I think if I mention that more in cast, that it'll stick. So hopefully that'll happen, and that'll annoy you slightly. As we see an SCV being pulled off the line here, just solely for the purpose of attacking this poor probe who just seems to be lost.
Yeah, I don't think he's lost. I think I know what he's doing. He's here to cause havoc and just generally be a poor sport and a coward, which probes are absolutely known for, or that is a standard personality trait that is grilled into them in probe boot camp, which I think is actually some sort of like robotics facility. I'm not sure if probes are alive or not. I don't really know the lore that well. Meanwhile, we have a quick tag there between the SCVs. The Herd SCV jumping on the line. Nice teamwork. See, that's the kind of solid human teamwork that you can't learn from some sort of machine.
Very, very true. However, this is not your average robot. He does have psionic powers, as he is able to anticipate what these pathetic humans are trying to do. Actually, they're not humans, they're Terrans. Much different, Danny. You got to realize that. Don't say human, or you might offend these StarCraft fans of ours. And, oh no, doing a sick dance going down the ramp there. That probe is getting out of dodge as that Marine comes out. By the way, in Show's base, Mana's base, taking a look at that build, pretty much identical to last game. Dropping the Gateway, then Cyber, and Assimilator, and he's going to be pumping out that Zealot, Stalker, and Sentry, no doubt.
Yeah, absolutely. He's sticking with what he has been doing, but he needs to spice things up a little bit because it has not been working. He needs to throw a little magic in his game here and try something new, something surprising to throw Sjow off his game. Hey, well, here we go. Then, oh, there we go. That's a dead probe. I'd love to see that. Good job there, boys. Boys, head on back to the barracks. A little high five in action, and they deserve it.
That probe was just taking a look at his map, trying to find his way back home, and just simply murdering that probe. That's unbelievable, as one of those Marines does get one kill. He's still a recruit, though, so I hope he doesn't think he's anything good. As another probe comes down the way, he's coming just to save his friend. He's like, where are you? Where are you, old Yeller? Where? Oh, God, he gets killed as well. Oh, man, they just keep streaming out there. Let's see if another one comes out to die. Stalker does get pumped out here from Mana, so he's got a Zealot, a Stalker, and here comes that Sentry that you see. I mean, you see that combo, one of each unit from pretty much all the Protoss pros at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. Those probes were just, they were lost. They're home now. They're with Ire now. And meanwhile, down here in this, by this high yield, we see a proxy Stargate. And I said Mana needed to get some, a little surprise here, and this is what he's doing, and that is I think that's a pretty solid move. It's definitely going to be surprising. He needs to do something to throw Sjow off his game, and some quick Void Rays could be just his ticket to turning this game around. Unfortunately, I'm still thinking it's going to fail miserably.
Well, unfortunately, I am kind of agreeing with you right now because there are 7 Marines out right now from Sjow. So if he's able to catch Sjow when he decides to, say, maybe get on the aggressive, then that Void Ray will be effective. Otherwise, I mean, come on, forget about it. Marines just murder Void Rays. So let's see what happens there. As Sjow is throwing up his own starport, so perhaps we'll see another Harassment Banshee, which, by the way, last game was a complete failure. But regardless, he still won the game, so I can't talk too much garbage there. And we do see a Hellion here out of this Xel'Naga Watchtower. I wonder if soon he will get brave, and want to check out this expansion to see if there's a Nexus dropping over here.
Yeah, that Hellion has gotten a little brave. He's taken a couple of shots. He's got a kill on him, so he has been doing his job. We got a bunker up here for Sjow. Oh, I wonder if he was anticipating some sort of move from Mana. On a bunkers, you know, it doesn't cost you nothing to really put them up because you can salvage them a little later if you don't plan to, if you're not on any sort of timing push and you don't need it right off the gate. So he's got his siege tank out. He's sitting on the heavy Marines. He's just pumping Marines now. He looks like he's going with what he went last game, which was pure Marines with just a siege tank and a Hellion or two, just really to counter Immortals. He's getting that pre-igniter there, so that's a little surprising there. You don't see that very often against the Protest. We see mouzMana is moving up here. He's charging up the band on those Void Rays right here. He's got that proxy pylon down. He says, I'm going to be super aggressive. This is what I'm going with. And here we go. Look at that dance with those Void Rays.
Oh, that is a nice little dance, just kind of tuning them up, going straight for the bunker. Marines, though, immediately focusing these Void Rays. Duh, of course they would. Oh, pulling that Void Ray right out of range. Oh, so sick micro on the Void Rays. The Zealots getting in the game, however, a million SCVs getting in here to repair, which meant that those Void Rays efforts were futile. Void Ray number 2, gets taken out as well. SCVs coming in there on the save with the repair, and that was just a completely ineffective attack. Personally, I would have liked to have seen a harass from Mana's ground units on the ground there and moving them Void Rays around back to just pump SCVs full of lasers back there. But regardless, I'm not a pro, so what do I know? And he's pumping out a couple more Void Rays here from this proxy Stargate, so maybe he thinks he'll be able to make it effective next time.
Yeah, I think that would have probably been a pretty good move there. Coming in the straight like that just did not work out exactly. You got to give the MVP trophy to those SCVs, clutch off the line, keeping that bunker up and just basically repelling that whole attack with that bunker. I think without that bunker, that attack might have been successful. It might have been. And there's that Viking picking off those, picking off that Void Ray. Those Void Rays are going to have a real tough time dealing with those Vikings if they can catch them, you know, a little 2-on-1 there and avoid the Stalkers.
Yeah, they are. I mean, really, Void Rays right now, in my opinion, Void Rays right now are sort of a waste of money. I would have liked, in this entire series, to see Mana go ahead and bust out some HTs. I mean, some High Templar just straight up splat any kind of Marines, or even Marauders are more robust, but they just fall to those, to the wonderful effects of a Size Storm. So let's see here. It looks like Mana is no longer producing units at that Stargate. He's got 2 Void Rays. That'll suit his purposes. I mean, really, he's got a nice little mixture of units here, but I don't think it's going to be very effective against Marauders, Hellions, Siege Tanks, Vikings, Marines. I mean, I really think the Sjow has a better comp at this point, too.
I think so, too. Look at Sjow's... you watching this medevac here? This medevac full of 3 Hellions?
3 Hellions, and he also saw just in time to see that natural expansion go down, so we got that little juicy piece of information. 3 Hellions being dropped down. The sentries are just getting completely annihilated, and I think pre-igniter upgrade has been researched here, if you correct me if I'm wrong there, Danny, and these Hellions are just straight up roasting up probes with it, and here comes the entire army. Void Rays definitely coming in handy there, but I mean, they didn't really need the Void Rays to take those down, as there was a completely dominant army in place. 1 Void Ray does have 2 kills, and unfortunately at this point, Sjow is aware of that natural expansion, and Sjow is rolling out right now to secure his own natural, if not taking down that proxy pylon in the meantime.
Yeah, absolutely, and the igniter is complete. That is why the flame is blue. That is what happens when you get the igniter. But yes, you gotta... those sentries went down pretty quick, but you got to give him credit. He did get that force field up. If that force field right here had not been up, he would have seen a lot more devastation against those probes. Many probes would have died. Alright, so a nice move right there in the end. Still an effective drop with those Hellions, I think, if not super effective. Meanwhile, just look at that. Look at this army here for Sjow. A really nice combo of units. The 3 Vikings, like those, like I said, those Void Rays are just going to get tore up with that. As we see his naturals now going, he is now moving out. Just taking a look at the unit tab here. Here's 6 Marauders, 8 Hellions, and here we go.
Oh god, here we go. And already, Mana is so far behind on the units lost tab. He has 2,600 in minerals that he's lost already, and Sjow has only lost 900. Oh boy, Hellions right up front, pre-igniting the heck out of everything. Force Field's doing a great job of splitting everything off. Void Rays concentrating on those Vikings, which is actually a pretty smart move. Completely overwhelming army here with some of that sick Marine and Marauder micro that we saw in the first game. Oh, just moving in, moving closer, getting this around. Mana just straight up has to GG out there as another completely dominating situation. I mean, I don't want to talk bad about Mana, but I mean, in all three of these matches, Sjow just had it in firm control, and just in these 3 games, unfortunately, I think that unfortunately he wasn't my pick, but Sjow was just the better player here.
Yeah, it would seem that way. You got to give him credit for just a really, really nice comp. I want to make note of the use of SCVs to tank. You talk about it all the time. You can use them in there. When they attack move out there, they draw aggro and really force your opponent to have to really micro hard to avoid that. And it was just some really nice work, really nice comp, really nice timing on his pushes.
I agree, Mana. One thing I want to point out, though, your comment about Mana needing to put a little magic in his game. You're totally right, and I think if he would have tried something more creative starting in Game 1, he would have won it. But, of course, hindsight's 20/20, and it's really easy when we can see everything going on. So 3-0, Sjow takes it all, and he's going to pull down that cash for the October finals in the GO4SC2 series. We love these tournaments. What a great series of games. I had fun casting them. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you like what you've seen here, you can head on over to our YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/FTWBroadcasting. At the bottom of the heart here, gonna have a little blue bar. Click on that. You can check out our YouTube channel. We do all kinds of dual casts, not just this series. All kinds of hot StarCraft 2 action there. Click in the middle of the heart to subscribe to our channel. We would really appreciate that. Whenever you click that, Danny does a sick dance, especially when he's at work or sleeping. Click that button, and you will completely interrupt his life and ruin his day, and also make his day at the exact same time. And above the top of the heart, we have a green bar there. Click on that. GO4SC2 is our favorite tournament to cast. We've done over 40 games so far. Click on that bar, and you'll get hours and hours of fantastic European action. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen, and stay tuned. We're going to have another cast coming out soon.